Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, first of all, a very happy Christmas to you all. I hope you're going to have an amazing day and not overindulging too much. I'm sure many of you are going to. Plenty of food and wine and beer, whatever it is you have. Yeah, I hope you all have an amazing day. Also, I always like to touch on this a little bit now and again. If you have friends that are struggling, this time of year can be really bad for some people. I struggle with it myself. Behind the scenes out of this shed, as you know, can be quite difficult with family members that don't get on and things like that. So Christmases can be a bit hit and miss. Although I have got my Christmas day with my new granddaughter, which I'm looking forward to immensely. But after that, I am done. I'm either going to be in here or I'm thinking about going and walk into the mountains and clearing my head a little bit. It's been behind the scenes, it's been a bit tough for a couple of months, but hey, it's Christmas and we've all got to enjoy it. But if you have got friends that are struggling, reach out to them. Just drop them a message or give them a call. It goes a million miles and it probably make their day. Just see how they are. Just an hello. Just thought I'd see how you were. That sort of message goes a million miles with some people that really struggle with this time of year. Anyway, I'm going to try and squeeze a little bit in. This is actually Christmas Eve as I'm recording this. So I'm going to try and get a little bit more done before tomorrow. I am off to spend the day with my children and the new granddaughter. I'm looking forward to that. I say Boxing Day, I think I'm going to go walking to the mountains. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I have got something to show you. What an idiot. Don't act surprised. One, two, three. That being the one I made. I found one. I can't believe it. I put so much time and effort into making that one so I could carry on over Christmas, because obviously, like I said, getting one in the post probably wouldn't happen to the new year, and I went and found one. That was nice in one way, but very annoying in another way. So yeah, I was searching for some parts because I knew I had some parts for the front end of this bike. Like, we've got a speedo, we've got an ammeter. I knew I had a few bits knocking about. That's the back light for the little side mount number plate that we might get on. We'll see how the day goes. So yeah, and sitting there was that little bearing cover. Now if I'd found that yesterday morning, it would have saved me a great deal of time. I don't know, it's one of them. Something will come in handy for another bike. Anyway, so today I'm going to have a bit of a mess about with the front end on this and see how far we get. I'll say it's Christmas Eve. I don't know what's going to happen today, no idea, but I'm going to try and get as much done as possible. So if I can get the headlight nacelle on and all the new bearings in and stuff, and maybe the fork slid into it, I think that'll be a result. I've still got the fork tubes here. But this is all gloss, by the way. This is the stuff I picked up the other day, so I haven't even unwrapped these fork tubes to have a look at them. But looking at the headlight, it's an absolute stunning job, as you can see. It really is. Very pleased with that. So yeah, let's crack on and see how far we get. Right, first thing I'm going to do is sort the forks out. Now, obviously, as you've seen, they've been powder coated. The bottoms have been done in the textured finish. Because of this, they would have been blasted. So I'm guessing on the inside, they've probably got some blasting media collected in there. So, in fact, I can see it. I don't know if you can see that line. So what we're going to do is get all of that cleaned out, because obviously we don't want that collecting in there and mixing around in the oil. So yeah, we're going to get a proper clean out. I have got a bit of panel degreaser. It's very fast. I'm going to get some of that in that there tub. Well, some of it in the tub. Most importantly, a cup of tea, and a brilliant thing for cleaning these sort of things out, a shotgun mop. Yeah, 12 gauge, of course. So basically dip it in there and down there. Let's get a bit of that done. Shall we go in dry first? Yeah. Let's go in dry first. Yeah. Ooh, lots of filth in there. Plenty. Yeah, old shotgun mops are brilliant for doing stuff like this, cleaning exhaust out, silencers, all sorts of jobs where your little finger can't reach. We'll also blast the airline down there. You can't just rely on the airline, because it actually won't fetch it all out. You can also get wire brush fittings for these as well, which are quite handy. I might have to go and get one of them actually. Oh, there's quite a lot in there. Right. Let's get it a bit moist. Stop laughing. Ew. I can still see bits down there. Let's try and get a good swirl going on. Looking okay. Oh, I'm going to blow that with the airline as well. Where's my airline? Also an airline with a nice long bit on it. That is spot on. Right, I'll get on and do the next one, and then we'll start sorting the fork seals out and stuff like that. Oh well, look who's here. Hello, Blue. I know what Blue's here for. I do. I know what you're here for. Let's have a look. Oh, bumping into things. He's come for a Scooby snack. You gotta have a Scooby snack at Christmas. I might try one myself. It is chocolate. Doggy chocolate, of course. Don't give your dogs our chocolate. It's really not good for them. Right. What we got? It's thinking, just open them. Just get them open so I can eat them all. You're not having them all, you'll be sick. Give me a minute, hold on. Trying to do this one, well, sort of one-handed. I can't get in them. Hold on, camera's got to go down. That's it, you're in. Oh, look at them, they look good. They look good, mate. Good boy. Ah, you won't even know they're in your mouth, will you? You'll probably find one of them up your gums in a week's time. Oh, he likes them. Doggy chocolate. What do they smell like? They're disgusting. No, I need to evict that. It's not Cadbury's. Oh God, they taste like sick. Oh, wish I hadn't done that. They're disgusting. How can you eat them? Ugh. Right, that's it. You'll be sick. They taste like sick. That'll do then. Have some more later. No wonder Scooby's wampy. Put them on there out his way. Vile. Right, where was we? Okay then, we got them all cleaned out. They're all nice and spotless on the inside now. So in these, they actually have 2 seals on each fork leg. I'm guessing Enfield have gone, yeah, you know what guys, these forks are really rubbish, so we'll have to put 2 seals in just to try and seal them up. So they have 1 seal that goes in first, then they have a spacer, then another seal, and then this little wire clip. So we'll get them in, and then we'll get the stanchions in. I say I don't know how much I'll get done today. I actually just discovered I need a couple of more parts as well, but I doubt if I'll get that today either. I've already had 1 visitor, which was nice to catch up with Ian. The Epcats had a lovely time with Ian and a few cups of tea. No doubt there'll be a couple of others today, so we'll probably more or less just get these forks together. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's get these seals in. Right, let's get a little bit of grease on the inside. Just a smear to help us on the way. I've got this chunk of alloy. This is what actually helped make the little bearing cover. That fits in there nicely. See if we can get that on the move. We've got a spacer. Let's add a little bit more grease because that first one would have just wiped it all out. Nope. Trying to get it to go straight. That's it. Right, they're seated properly now. Just got to get the wire clip in. Just got to make sure that's in its little recess there. There we go, that's one done. Right, I'll just get the other one done and then we'll get the stanchions in. Right, next then, I'm dealing with like visitors and phone calls and everything today, so yeah, this is taking me a little while longer than what I thought, but never mind, it's Christmas Eve. I shouldn't actually really be in here, should I? But hey, we're doing a little bit's better than nothing. Next, so obviously these have got to go down there, and this bit here has got to pass through there. So all I'm going to do is go in with the Dremel and make sure all that's nice and smooth, because it really is a very, very, very tight fit, and it's very easy to get jammed up in there. So I'm just going to make sure it's all clear before we attempt to put the forks in. That should do. Right, airline. Right, that should be ready to go. We'll also put a little dab of grease on here as well, just to help us out. Also, get a little bit on the seals. Less chance of tearing any of them as well then. Nice. Yeah, we're flush. Like I say, sometimes it can be a pain getting that last bit through. Right, it needs some persuasion. Come on, we only want a couple of threads. Right, I've got one on the move. So what I'm about to do now is very carefully just spin the nut off, spin the nut on, and just carefully pull that threaded section through. But keep backing it off to make sure I am pulling it through and not stripping threads. It is coming. There we go. I'm only going to nip them up for now. They'll be a lot easier to do when they're on the bike. Right, that's them together then. All looking nice and fresh. I'm going to try the fork tube over, see what it all looks like together. They're looking good. Light on the bubble wrap. Oh, they're looking good. Obviously the headlight and the cell will be up here. I think we're going to have a good look with all these different blacks. I'm very, very pleased with that. Like I say, if you wish to call it that, sort of a modern twist on the bike. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's have a closer look. In fact, let's pop one of these on first. Hopefully these go straight in. I've had these fight me a little bit before. Come on. It's going to be a bit tight. I've actually had to have these in the lathe before and just skim a tiny bit off. Obviously everything's all freshly powder coated. These are new. I might have to actually skim a bit off then. Let's get the other one and just to make sure. There could be slight differences. See, that one's gone straight in. So I'll probably have to skim a tiny bit of that off in the lathe for the other one. Let's slide these on again. Very happy with that. That's looking good. Obviously, we're going to have the headlight and the cell up here, which is all looking good. Look, sat over here. We'll have these nice stainless caps in here. Let's see if we can just sit them in, see if they'll, I mean, with all the blacks and all these new parts, the ammeter, the speedo. So we got a stainless handlebar clamp. And I think all this, with all these new parts and the different blacks, I know it probably would have seemed a bit of a brave move to some, but I think it's going to work out fantastic. And then the engine in the textured finish, get my words out, and again all the new nuts, bolts, fixings, brackets, the carburetor and stuff like that. Or Hitchcock's also told me that the Amel carburetors have gone through the roof. I didn't ask for an exact price while I was there. I thought, I don't want to know at the moment. But he said, like the guy who was serving me said, that there has been quite a price increase on Amel carburetors. We'll see. Hopefully we will get a new one on this bike, because I want this thing to look absolutely better than new. Better than what it had looked like when it came out of the Enfield factory, which probably isn't too hard to achieve. But I'm trying to build something very special, because, like, you know, one of you guys is going to end up with it. But I'm very, very happy with that. Very happy. coming out good. Let's just place some of these in. We've got all brand new studs as well. Oh, the straight in look. Right, I think I've got it the right way around now, because there's the long side to the stud and a short side. I've tried it the long side and it definitely doesn't go all the way in. The holes ain't deep enough. There we go. You can't beat new fixings. It all looks nice and fresh. Excellent. Give these a blow out, make sure we've got no debris in there. So I'm being very, very careful. Absolutely don't want to destroy any threads in this. That could land us in a spot of trouble. There we go. Nice. Obviously that goes on there. Next, we've got these new grommets that go in here for the cables. There we go. Other side. It's all starting to look posh. Apart from my fingerprints, obviously. Just gonna slide them in to give you an idea what we're gonna be looking like. I've got to get the rubber for this. There's like a tapered rubber, and I believe it's actually just to tilt the speedo back enough to miss the headlight bulb fitting. But we can drop them in and have a look. And I've got to get a nice new switch as well. Yeah, that's going to look quite smart with the black, isn't it, I think? Oh, hold on, one more thing. Let's just drop that in there, get the full effect. So I'm not going to force it. It actually wants a bit of the powder cleaning out. I'm not going to force it to damage anything. Not at this stage. Then we've got the stainless nut. Oh, this is stainless, obviously. Look at that. I think it's going to look really good. Let's just very carefully take the lip of powder off that. I can just see a lip of powder. Nice. There we go. Something else done. I know it's not a lot today. I did plan, well, I tried to plan doing sort of next to nothing, but I get bored quickly. So at least we've put something together. I've had a good catch up with a couple of friends as well. Visits and on the phone before Christmas, which was nice. So I have had a sort of a lazy, slow day, to be honest with you. Tomorrow, as I said, I'm with my children, and first Christmas with granddaughter. I'm looking forward to that immensely. And yeah, I've just got tomorrow, and then my Christmas is sort of over, to be honest. Boxing Day, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, I think I'm either going to come back in here and just sort of tinker around doing a little bit, or I might just get me some sandwiches together, get me a drink together, jump in my van and go up to the Peak District and have a nice walk for the day into the mountains and clear my head, get ready for a fresh start, and maybe come back here the following day. Or I might just pack on my camping bed and things like that and have an overnight stay in the Peak District, have a couple of days out, just completely on my own, phone off, out the way, and try and completely switch off. That might be a call, actually. I might do that. I would have gone green laning, but as you know, the Honda's broke again. I'm trying to forget about that for a minute, because that is robbed so much time off me trying to sort it out previously, for it to run fantastic then break again. So I'm trying to sort of erase that for a little while out of my mind, because it's driving me absolutely wild, and obviously put every available second into building this Enfield. But I am very pleased how it's getting on. I really am, especially now we've got a bit of these different blacks together. I am so pleased with how that's looking. It's actually a really nice, clean, fresh look, you know, with the new fixings and everything. And obviously when all this is on there, yeah, it's gonna look good. I'm pretty sure the bike's gonna look fantastic. Obviously with all the new stuff, it's really standing out nicely. So all we've got to get for this now is the switch. We've got two warning lights to get, the indicators and I-beam. I'm gonna have a look for some nice stainless ones for there, I think. We've got the pilot lights to get, and obviously the main headlight. I've been thinking a lot about the headlight. I might go for something a tiny bit more modern looking than the old-fashioned looking headlight. Not LED or anything like that. I'm not a big fan of them LED looking lights. They've got all the strange bits going on the inside. Probably something with like more of a clearer lens on there or something like that. I'm going to see. I'm going to have a look around, see what's about, and see what I think might suit it, because we're giving this bike sort of a modern twist sort of thing with a black engine and things like that. So yeah, I think a more up-to-date headlight will probably suit the bike a lot. Anyway, thanks again everybody for the special stickers. I really appreciate that immensely. Obviously it's keeping this build rolling, so yeah, it's a massive help. And while we're on that note, all the other support that this channel gets, I can't thank you all enough, because as I've said before, it'd be virtually impossible to do without the help of you guys and yeah, you keep it rolling basically. So let's hope we can keep going for another year. Even the people that just come onto Patreon and just do £1 a month, it's a massive help, and I just appreciate it immensely. Even people buying the merchandise, hitting the super thank you button in the comments. I appreciate you all. I really do. And I'm going to keep pressing on and hopefully have a cracking year with lots of different things going on in here. Anyway, a very happy Christmas to you all. I hope you all have an amazing day, and let's hope we have a fantastic new year. Cheers for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.